Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark?
Somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine.
Sheryl Swoopes has openly criticized Caitlin Clark, igniting widespread discussions and debates among fans.
I think I'll just be the female version of Steph Curry.
I mean, you hear people talking about you and throwing out those comparisons. Speak about how that makes you feel, about how you've just taken the world by storm because of your shooting prowess.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm still kind of in a dream in a real world. I mean, it's kind of crazy, obviously. Those are the players I kind of grew up watching. Obviously, Steph Curry's kind of changed the game, and he's a player I grew up loving. I still love. I watch him all the time. So it's kind of crazy seeing all those NBA players, WNBA players tweet about you, talk about you. But, you know, I still enjoy every single second of it for sure.
Former WNBA star Sheryl Swoopes has been vocal in her critique of Caitlin Clark, fueling intense debates across social media. In anticipation of her upcoming appearance on Angel Reese's podcast, fans have passionately rallied to defend Clark in the comment sections. Swoopes, known for her candid remarks, previously downplayed Clark's skills, even mocking the notion of her excelling as a leader in assists. The mounting tension promises a compelling and fiery discussion on the podcast.
We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls.
Well, of course.
That made it like, oh, that gained my respect. That gained my respect.
I hear you. You're
like,
right.
that's like, oh, she didn't do this to some other little white girls that was over here in Colorado, wherever. She did it to some girls from LSU who we thought was some dogs.
Defending champs.
And put them on their knee and spanked them. And so I know, but I didn't expect that.
Sheryl Swoopes once ridiculed Caitlin Clark's potential to lead in assists, even responding with laughing emojis to a post by Didi Carrington. However, last night, Clark silenced her critics by making history with her 317th assist, shattering the WNBA single-season record and proving the doubters wrong.
Can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy, though, just because her shot is like that. It's at that level. But if you really watch, like, her floor game is as impressive. So it's kind of the total package.
Caitlin Clark's 317th assist etched her name in history, setting the all-time WNBA record for assists, not just for rookies, but for players across all levels, rookies and veterans alike.
First time we got women's basketball ahead of men's basketball. If you ain't in the Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro.
Right.
You
I
watch
think
how
she
Steph
can give you
goes
10 points in the NBA
10.
game.
Nah, she gonna give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro.
It's still
Still
the
what?
athleticism from the men is overwhelming.
It ain't tough no more. You can't hand check.
Back, Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that player set it.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes.
So for people to come at me and say that I made those comments because I'm a racist, like, first of all, black people can't be racist, but like, that's the farthest thing from my mind.
Caitlin Clark's record-breaking assist moment reignited discussions about Sheryl Swoopes' earlier dismissive remarks, drawing attention to just how off the mark they were. While Didi Carrington has been vocal about not being Clark's biggest fan, she did recognize her talent early on. Now, fans are speculating on how Swoopes might react to this historic accomplishment.
We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls.
Well, of course.
The reality, Tommy's right. It's not just race, though. It's also sexuality. Caitlin Clark is a white heterosexual woman in a black lesbian league, and they resent and are jealous of all of the attention and the shoe deal that she got.
Watching Caitlin Clark reach such an extraordinary milestone in her rookie season must be a bitter pill for Sheryl Swoopes to swallow. It's likely she's feeling a mix of frustration and regret at this moment.
I think she's in the Mount Rushmore, obviously. I don't, Cheryl Miller, and I don't know all their numbers to know who
it's a
that
bunch
should
of them,
be,
man. You
right?
got Candace
that's hard
Parker
to do.
and Cheryl Miller
right.
and Sheryl Swoopes. I mean, people be like, nah.
Generationally?
Yeah, she ridiculous.
She might be Allen Iverson in her era. She changed the game.
Well, she changed the game for
She changed the game from a culture of Steph Curry,
Sheryl Swoopes would do well to let go of the negativity and redirect her energy toward her own legacy. Fans have been vocal in calling her out, urging her to take a more positive approach.
When they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever. Ever? Well, I don't know about you. You ever heard of Sheryl Miller? Ever. Maya Moore? Yeah, I said what I said. Ever. Diana Taurasi? I said what I said. No disrespect. She's like Steph Curry. What I said. Yeah. Listen, I ain't disrespecting nobody. It's just my opinion, and I ain't going to change it. Right. How about that? You got to change it. The stuff you don't know about basketball can fill up in the encyclopedia. Well, I know four times I know about y'all don't even know what a soccer...
The irony is undeniable. Caitlin Clark isn't just leading the league. She's rewriting history in her rookie season with record-breaking achievements. It's nothing short of remarkable.
I always tell when it's a home game day for the Fever because downtown Indy gets flooded with the number 22.
Just go down the street and you're seeing 22 shirts everywhere.
The number that belongs to the one and only Caitlin Clark.
I'm really happy I got to see her today. Yeah. It was like a dream come true.
Her star power was on full display against the New York Liberty when Clark made history, not only for herself as a rookie, but for her team when she hit a triple-double, electrifying the crowd.
It's historic. It was pretty awesome. We're big Iowa fans, so we've been watching her for years, and it was great to see her live.
It was pretty surreal because we were watching TV, I think, the game before, and she got really close to it. I think she was like a couple of rebounds away, and I didn't think that I would actually be at the first one.
Even NBA stars like Anthony Edwards and former player J.J. Redick have joined the conversation, applauding Caitlin Clark's extraordinary talent and historic achievement in her rookie season.
The fact that we've only had like 24 days together, I think that's presents a big challenge for our team, especially a really young team and an inexperienced team. So a team that's trying to find their chemistry and how they work together, I would say that's probably the biggest challenge for us. But I think as you've watched us over the course of the first 4 games, like from the first time we played Connecticut to this last time we played Connecticut at home, like there's been a huge difference in how we play and how we play together, and that's just within 4 games. So I think there's a lot of positives, a lot to build off of, but I would say that's probably the biggest challenge to us right now, having to go from, game, practice, game, and really those practice times you can't really do much because you're preparing for your next opponent.
J.J. Redick humorously noted that Sheryl Swoopes played in an era when the competition wasn't as formidable, joking that she was facing meter maids and lunch ladies. It's evident that Caitlin Clark's remarkable success has firmly etched itself in Swoopes' mind.
It's obviously been a whirlwind. There hasn't been much time to sit down and reflect on the journey of the course of my college year and then coming right into here. So it is what it is. I think just trying to soak in and enjoy every single moment. But yeah, it's definitely been a whirlwind. So just like one thing after the next, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of almost better. You just kind of get thrown into the fire, and that's sometimes the best way to learn too.
It appears Caitlin Clark's success has really gotten under Swoopes' skin. Rumors have circulated that she went on a drinking binge after Clark broke the record, as if the frustration is continuously mounting. Someone may want to check in on her. It wouldn't be surprising if Swoopes attempts to turn this into a victim narrative, possibly blaming some conspiracy. The situation has sparked plenty of laughter, with one person even admitting they didn't know who she was. The real question remains, will Swoopes ever recognize Caitlin Clark's incredible talent, or will she continue to hold on to her bitterness?